Are you a family caregiver caring for a loved one in your home? Are you exhausted, worn out, and at the end of your rope? Do you feel like giving up? If you desperately need answers and direction on how to take care of your loved one, you need Caregiving Tips A to Z. This highly informative book by Calo-oy has been written in a down-to-earth manner rather than in technical language. How does she know what you need to know? Because Star and her husband Bob took care of the elderly in their home for 18 years, 24/7, 365 days a year. They've been through the sleepless nights, behavioral problems people with dementia have, and trying to get the elderly to eat. They have been through it all, and now they want to share the hands-on tips they've discovered over the years with you. Call Star now for your copy of Caregiving Tips A to Z and start living again. Call 521-8668. That's 521-8668 and talk to Star. Remember, you're not alone anymore. Call 521-8668. That's 521-8668.
Begins. Star Calo-oy, our regular caregiving expert, also knows a thing or two about marriage, and she's here to talk about an upcoming class that she and her husband Bob are hosting, a series of classes. In fact, Star, thank you for being here.
It's
glad to
here.
have you. As I mentioned, we normally talk with you about caregiving and that kind of
usually,
thing,
yeah.
but I want to talk to you about these marriage classes that you're giving. What made you want to do this and start to do this?
Well, my husband and I, Bob, who has done all the caregiving with me also, we came off the mission field. We worked for Pat Robertson's ministry for years, many years.
Oh, the Pat Robertson.
Right, the
Wonderful.
Pat Robertson. And we did a lot of crusades in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and everything. And we came back from the mission field, and everyone thought we had the perfect marriage, and we were about to get a divorce.
Wow, is that right?
So no one knew. The ministry was going great, but we weren't. So we had some friends of ours that told us about some classes and told us, we'll come and hear it. And then we said, well, we'll try this after we heard the classes, and we were amazed at the forgiveness in the classes. And so we said, well, if we can go through these classes and it works great, otherwise we'll go our separate ways.
And obviously this will work for someone else if it worked for us.
Oh, we wanted to give back. We went through the classes 3 times, and that's 13 weeks each time. We were really messed up. But thank God, because we ended up, and that was 25 years ago. So now we are giving back for 25. Thank you.
So the message to married couples out there is, listen, if you're in a marriage, you just got in a marriage, or you're in a marriage you want to spice up, it can be done. Tell us what your classes offer. What will people be learning? And tell us about the sessions.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've been teaching marriage classes now for 25 years in our own home. And we had taken a break for a while. And now what we're doing is we're writing a marriage book right now at the same time. But we're starting our classes back up again next week, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Well, this week, I should say. On Thursday is going to be our first class. Every Thursday evening from 6:30 to 8:30, we're going to have classes in our home free of charge.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and also we'll be having all these different subjects. For example, we have, in fact, I believe that we do have the graphic for all the different classes that we have.
Okay, tell us about the different classes.
It'll start June 4th, and it'll be through July the 9th, and we'll be teaching, we'll first be doing a test, a marriage test, a fun one. Nothing hard, you don't have to worry about failing or anything, but it'll be fun.
Okay.
And then knowing your differences. Everybody has differences. Why are men different from women?
Sure.
And then the following week will be on personality. Now, let's say, for example, a couple can't make the class, or let's say they come in on a class like 4 weeks down the line. They don't have to wait for the classes to begin again.
So they can just
any time they can come in or out or miss whatever they want. We're not being legalistic about this. We make it easy for everyone. Plus, Bridget, there's a break in between classes. For example, July 9th is the last of the first 6 classes. And then we're going to take a break until July 23rd so people can take vacations or do whatever they want to do. And then we take another break August 13th to September 3rd.
Fantastic.
So it'll make it easy for everybody.
So
and boundaries. Oh, that's a biggie. Boundaries.
Yeah.
Don't cross. If people end up intruding on other people's boundaries, husbands and wives, can end up causing a lot of friction. And we teach people to know how to do that, not to do that.
And so obviously you've taken something away, a 25-year plus marriage. And what do you think has been the secret for you outside of boundaries? Has it been just love unconditionally?
My favorite word in the English language is yielding. If you yield, if you just yield, period, it would end up having world peace. Because I mean, all you do is, you just have to have the self-control. We just ministered to a couple yesterday and explained just the self-control to sit back and say, okay, honey. Wow. You know, is it going to kill you to do that?
Right.
It hurts. It feels like it's tearing your insides out because you want to be able to fight back. But if you don't, you gain the world. Look at it down the road. Look at what's going to happen later on. You're going to bring and turn everything around in your marriage. And we show people how to turn it around. Now, this is for leaders also.
Okay, for marriage leaders, this is fantastic. Those Marriage 101 classes, 3 different groups. There are the dates there on your screen. June 4th through July 9th, July 23rd through August 13th, September 3rd through September 21st and 24th. And if you want to register, there is the phone number, 210-521-8668. Listen, free classes on marriage.
It's awesome.
You can't beat it.
And not only that, but for our viewers every Sunday morning.